We are platform. We are platform.
The Rays' three-game series versus the Yankees was baseball at its finest, with Tampa Bay taking 2 of 3 and emerging with the AL East lead. Tonight, they must avoid a potential letdown as the Angels arrive at the Trop for a weekend series. The chase for the postseason continues on Sun Sports. After an off day yesterday, the Rays are back in action tonight, coming off that intense series against the New York Yankees. Tonight, the Rays play host to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The Rays start the day in first place, earned by taking 2 out of 3 from New York, and they are 1/2 game up on the Yankees as we start play in the East tonight. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to an evening of Rays baseball with Kevin Kennedy. I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you aboard. We'll be hearing from Todd Callis throughout the evening as well as the Rays and the Angels square off. Well, I'll tell you, Kev, after that New York series, Dan Johnson has a special place in Rays history when it comes to pennant races. He's made only 19 starts for the Rays this year, but oh, what an impact.
Boy, I'll tell you what, 30 home runs in the minor leagues, and he hasn't stopped in the big leagues. He's had 5 big home runs. Every one of them has been big. None bigger than really against the Yankees the other night. A couple of big 2-run home runs. How about this? 9 of 16 RBIs have tied the game or given the Rays the lead. But the second one, especially after the Derek Jeter acting incident, that was huge. You called it, matter of fact, the other night. You said, can lightning strike twice? It did. He got 2 fastballs from Phil Hughes. He didn't miss either one of them. 2 big 2-run home runs, and that was enough to win the game.
Well, we had some great pitching matchups in that Yankee series, and we have a good one tonight. And Wade Davis, the winningest rookie pitcher in the American League, and Dan Herron, quality, starting to hit his stride since coming to the Angels in that trade 8 starts ago.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about early in the season, I mean, there was even speculation that Wade Davis maybe needed to go back to the minor leagues for a little bit more further seasoning, but he has gotten it together since the All-Star break. He's 6-0 with a 3.44 earned run average, better fastball command for sure, better use of the secondary pitches, and a better delivery, really going directional toward home plate. I think he exudes confidence right now, and you know what? Every game right now is big, not just against the Yankees, but against the Angels. You can't look past these guys because they've got a good one too in Danny Herron. He has pitched as an ace in the big leagues, and that's the reason the Angels traded for Dan Herron. Got good stuff, 3.18 runs of support. That's the 5th lowest in the American League, but he does have a good sinker. He's got a good split. He's a ground ball pitcher, and he's tough. He's a bulldog.
And that pitching matchup brought to you by Verizon Wireless. The signal is yours. Wield it to transmit anything you want. Verizon. Dan Herron 3-4 with the Angels. He was 7-8 in the National League, and Wade Davis 12-9 for the Rays. Coming up, the race for the playoff berth continues. The Rays and the Angels go at it tonight at Tropicana Field.
Yankees taking 2 out of 3 and moving into first place by a half a game. Now the Angels are in town, and the Rays are going to try and wrap up at least a playoff spot. And to do so, there's 5 teams still mathematically alive. But the Rays can eliminate mathematically the Blue Jays, the A's, and the Tigers as early as tonight. Any combination of Rays wins or White Sox losses adding up to 8, and they're gone. And any combination adding up to 11 with the Red Sox, and they're done. But for the Rays, they want to try and keep that same intensity they had for the New York Yankees against these Angels. And we're going to hear, first of all, from Dan Johnson in our Geico quotes of the game.
We can't lose any focus. Any of these games mean as much as playing against the Yankees would, and it's one of those things we got to go out there and play like we play and take care of business. And then when we go play New York, we got to do the same thing again. We already know that the energy is going to be there, the crowd's going to be into it, and we got to take every game like it's the same game.
You have to take every game as it is, and we want to win every game, and we want to play with the same intensity every day out there. And I don't think we'll lack anything.
Every game matters so much, and it's like we got about 17 one-game series left, and it starts tonight with the Angels. And I really believe our guys mentally are in the right place right now, that we would not fall into that trap. I really believe so. The series against the Yankees was spectacular. The fact that we'd won 2 out of 3 obviously makes it even better, but the way we went about our business, I loved it. And I really do expect a lot of the same, the Angels, because they're going to come here to beat us too.
It is a Friday night crowd, always a festive atmosphere on these Friday fests at Tropicana Field. 2.5 minutes until baseball. It's the Rays and the Angels. Wade Davis against Dan Herron. Enjoy all the action coming up next in high definition.
Baseball tonight, brought to you by Scott, the Money Superstore, and by Checkers, Little Place, Big Taste. Tonight, the Rays entertain the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. First time the Angels have been here this year. The Rays are 4-2 against this team, but all of that took place in Anaheim. And tonight, Mike Socha's lineup will have Alberto Callaspo in the leadoff spot at third base, followed by the left fielder Bobby Abreu and Torrey Hunter hitting third and right. Hideki Matsui is red hot. He's the DH. Mike Napoli's at first. Howie Kendrick at second. Hank Conger will do the catching. Good-looking young catcher with a bat. Brandon Wood is at shortstop. Peter Borges, the center fielder, will bat ninth.
Wade Davis on the mound for the Rays this evening in 25 starts. He's 12-9. Has a great second half, as we just touched on. A 4.24 earned run average. Much better command overall. 262 is the batting average against. Take a look at the Rays defensively. Around the outfield, left to right, it's Carl Crawford, B.J. Upton, and Matt Joyce plays right field tonight. Around the infield, left to right, Evan Longoria and Jason Bartlett, Ben Zobrist and Carlos Pena. John Jaso behind the plate. And this defensive alignment review is brought to you by Sweet Bay. Live fresh for less.
And there's Joe Madden, the Rays skipper, trying to get back to the 500 mark as the manager of the Rays. He's actually over the 500 mark for his career. He had a nice run as an interim manager of the Angels. And there's Mike Scioscia. His Angels have had a difficult time hitting recently. Scioscia's had a good run as the skipper of this Los Angeles ball club, and he sends Callaspo to the plate to lead it off. First pitch from Wade Davis is a fastball, and that's in there for a strike. Callaspo hitting .272. Wade right back with another pitch. A fastball again for strike two. Callaspo, Abreu, and Hunter due up for the Angels. Fly ball lifted into left. Carl Crawford settling under it. One away. One up, one down.
Nice good start for Wade Davis. 93 with the fastball, hitting the outside corner in all three pitches. Take that. The Angels, interesting ball club. That way they've really fallen off the map. I still wouldn't take them for granted, though, in this series. Mike Scioscia's still out there to win as many games as he can.
Here's Bobby Abreu. Yeah, they've been good for a long time, and you figure they still have a lot of talent on this roster. There's a strike. Abreu right now hitting .250. For about the last 3 weeks, they've hit under 200 as a team, and that's been one of their more recent concerns. 0-2. Gone 13-26 though against the East, and that is a turnaround for them. Two is fouled back.
Yeah, you're right about that. Usually they're the Yankee killer. They're the one team that since Mike Scioscia has been there has had a winning percentage above 500 against the Yankees. Boston historically in the playoffs has given them a tough time. Not a typical Mike Scioscia team, though.
0-2. It's up. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I was thinking about the celebration Reed Brignac had the other night, and it reminded me of Kendry Morales, how Reed, when he hit the home run, carefully threw the helmet in and kind of tiptoed his way into home plate.
Yeah, that was a big turning point in the Angels season.
It was.
Strike call. Abreu caught looking. Pitch on the inside part of the plate, down.
A slight hesitation by Phil Cuzzi, but you got a good look at it. So you know what? That's a strike. That's a curveball that crossed the plate. It did. It even was held on the corner by John Jaso. Good pitch.
Here's Torrey Hunter. The fastball fouled right back. Wade Davis at 12-9, coming off a win Saturday against the Blue Jays, which he pitched 7 innings. Gave up a run on 7 hits. Oh-2.
He's pounding the zone tonight early. How about that game against the Blue Jays? A run on 7 hits, 7 innings pitched, 108 pitches, very efficient. 6 strikeouts to go with it.
swing and a miss. Fastball strikes out Torrey Hunter. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels. It's 10 out of 11 pitches for strikes in that first inning. The bottom half of the first inning. Tonight's Rays telecast on Sunsport, presented in beautiful HD by H.H. Gregg. Rays have John Jaso leading off, followed by Ben Zobrist and Carl Crawford. Evan Longoria, Matt Joyce, and Dan Johnson, the DH down the middle. Carlos Pena hit seventh in front of B.J. Upton, who has some good lifetime numbers against Herron. And Jason Bartlett will hit ninth for the Rays tonight.
Danny Herron on the mound for the Angels. He's had 10 starts, a complete game with Anaheim, 304 with the earned run average. Pounds the strike zone pretty well, 55 strikeouts, only 18 walks.
Well, here's John Jaso, and the first pitch is a strike. Now, the Rays faced Herron in Anaheim, and Jaso opened with a home run. Hit the second pitch of the game out to right field for a home run. Takes this one a little wide, and the count is 1-1. The Angels went on to win that game by a big margin, 12-3. So Herron, who pitched 6 innings in that game of one-run baseball, out there against the Rays tonight. High pop left side. Callaspo, Wood angling out from shortstop, and in foul territory, it's Brandon Wood, the shortstop, who makes the play.
Yeah, Brandon had the best angle. He was looking for help more than once. You see him take a peek at the ball, looking down. He was looking also at Callaspo for a minute, but he was the guy that had the best angle on that one. If Bobby Abreu couldn't get there. It's a nice play.
Now Ben Zobrist. Herron can give you a full complement of pitches with good command and good velocity. Zobrist goes after this one and lets the fly ball into center. Rookie Peter Borges makes the catch. First pitch fastball, and 2 up, 2 down.
Take a look at the Angels tonight. Around the outfield is Bobby Abreu, Peter Borges you just saw, and Torrey Hunter. He's in right field. Around the infield, Callaspo, Brandon Wood, Howie Kendrick, and Mike Napoli playing first base. Hank Conger gets a start behind the plate. And this review is brought to you by Sweet Bay. Live fresh for less.
Now Carl Crawford, he shoots one into center field, and Borges is right there for this one, and he makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. On to the second, no score. Live turn to the St. Petersburg Times. Winner of 2 2009 Pulitzer Prizes for excellence in journalism. Subscribe to the Times, the official newspaper of the Rays, by calling 877 The Times or visiting TampaBay.com. Wade Davis set to go to work again for the Rays as we move into the second inning. Wade with the 7-game winning streak dating back to July the 3rd. And he faces Hideki Matsui. He throws him a first pitch strikes. It's 11 out of 12 strikes to start this game for Wade Davis. And a foul ball back, out of play. 0-2.
So far, he's getting his breaking ball over nicely, too. Pretty good numbers right there. Of course, all but this year, that career is versus the Rays is with the Yankees.
And he's been red hot for better than a month. He's hit over 400 since the 14th of August. A little looper back to third, foul, and out of the reach of Longoria.
Yeah, you're right. His overall numbers have really picked up. 20 home runs, 78 RBIs. Got the batting average up to 272. September, he's hitting over 400 with 3 home runs.
And a fly ball toward the left field line, foul. Crawford and Longoria after it, and it's going to be Evan down near the bullpen to take care of that foul fly.
He really reads the ball well on those foul balls down there toward that bullpen. He beats everybody down there.
He sure did.
It's not an easy play. Watch him wave off Carl Crawford. He said, I got it. No worries, I got it. Nicely done.
Mike Napoli. Pitch is down. Ball, no strikes. Now the Yankees and the Orioles, and New York with a 1-0 lead. Alex Rodriguez hit a home run. And a strike. Well, they started the game with 14 out of 15 strikes. Then ball 1 to Napoli, and now strike 1. And strike 2.
Boy, that's nice. He's showing with confidence. I mean, and why not? He's had a great second half. We already talked about this nice, efficient delivery. Look at the jump on that ball.
And a liner into left. That's a base hit. So Napoli saw another fastball. That went up a little bit.
Yeah. You're not actually supposed to get to that ball, are you? I mean, it's some topspin right here. Up. He just hooked it. Look at that topspin. Breaks the wrist. Hooks it to left field. Right off the end of the bat, actually.
Howie Kendrick. Pitch is outside, 1-0.
Yeah, we know all about Howie Kendrick against the Rays.
Boy, I'll tell you, unbelievable numbers, and you can see they're even better this year during the season series. Runner goes, swing and a miss, and the throw, one hops in. Skips into center field. Napoli's going to go to third. How about that? Mike Napoli picks up his 4th stolen base and goes to third on Jaso's throwing error.
That was the purpose of running right there. Take everybody by surprise. The ball was picked in the dirt. Now, Howie Kendrick went across the plate. If you make contact as a catcher, they will call interference. If you don't, Most of the time they won't. Gets right under the glove right there and into center field. Got to just knock that one down to keep Napoli at second. Jaso gets the air.
Swing and a miss on a good mid-90s fastball. 1-2. Boy, that ball came out of his hand very nicely.
Yeah, it is. It's jumping out of his hand. Good life on it.
A tough hitter up here in Kendrick. And he puts it into play foul, and it goes out of play that way.
That one got up to 96 right there. One of the reasons Howie Kendrick has hit so well against the Rays is he really goes the other way, which is why he was a career minor league hitter at 360. He used the field so well. Right center is his area.
And it's down with a breaking ball. 2-2. 1-2-3 first. Matsui fouled out to start the second. Napoli got the base hit to left. He's a third on a steal and an error. The 2-2 to Kendrick, and that's why. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Slider moved away from the right-handed hitter and out of the strike zone.
Don't have to give in to Kendrick here with 2 out, with 1 out.
And a line drive base hit off a fastball, and the Angels take a 1-0 lead as Napoli crosses the plate. Howie Kendrick drives in the run. Another hit off the Rays for Kendrick.
Yeah, what I was talking about there, giving in. He didn't have to give in is what I meant. He didn't have to throw a fastball. And he sure did. He's all over that. He's a good fastball hitter. The reason he's a 270 hitter in the big leagues is he's really had a tough time with sliders and breaking stuff in the dirt. But he can crush a fastball.
Here's Hank Conger, young catcher, over to first, and Kendrick is back in. Yeah, that fastball to Kendrick was in 95, but that doesn't make any difference.
Yeah, he looks for that. That's what I was saying. He's a guy you have to throw your breaking stuff when Howie Kendrick has the count in his favor. One of the reasons he got sent down last year because he had trouble hitting the slider down.
And a strike to Conger to start him. Conger's a switch hitter. He's come up through the Angels system and a pretty good year at AAA this year. Big cut and a miss there. 0-2.
Yeah, that was healthy right there. That swing.
Yeah. He's out of the 05 draft. It was their first round pick that year. Ooh, pretty close on the fastball. 1-2.
That's a good 0-2 pitch right here. Just did miss. It's a nice pitch. Good ball, but it's a nice pitch.
And he got him. He had some bite on that one. Breaking ball. And Conger's out on strike. That's a nice job by Davis.
Yeah, that's a good curveball right there. Right over the top. Good bite on that is right. Got that spike curveball grip.
Now Brandon Wood. The pop foul is headed out of play. Fastball to open the sequence of pitches to the Angels shortstop. Napoli has scored the run. Kendrick with the run batted in.
Now, this is the young man that was supposed to be ready to take the place of Sean Figgins at third base.
And you can see by those numbers that on base percentage of 180, it has been a major challenge.
Big time power in the minor leagues, all the way up from A-ball all the way through AAA, but it hasn't happened in the big leagues. Really, he's had trouble hitting breaking stuff. Playing shortstop tonight. Came up as a shortstop.
Kendrick leaning a little bit. And the pitch is upstairs. 1-1. Top half of inning 2.
Kendrick will pick a breaking ball count to try to go, I think, and wait. Could be throwing another fastball right here, but if he gets 2 strikes, he could punch this guy out with a curveball.
Kendrick back in. Pitch outside, breaking pitch. Now 2-1. Pitch count for Wade. He started this game pounding the strike zone, 14 out of 15 at 20 of his first 23 pitches for strikes. There's a strike on the outside edge. 2-2.
We're back with a nice 2-1 fastball right here. Hit the corner, about belt high. Kendrick, 2-2 count. He's a base stealer. He should be going right here.
12 of 16 in that department. And a swing and a miss. Fastball by Brandon Wood. That retires the side, a run home, and it's 1-0 Angels. Angels with an unearned run have a 1-0 lead in the game tonight and all season long. Tires Plus donates $100 to the Pediatric Cancer Foundation for every Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Evan Longoria stepping in to lead off the Rays half of the second inning. Matt Joyce will follow, and then Dan Johnson against Dan Herron. First pitch is a strike. Dan Herron is 30 years old today. Pitch low and away. 1-1. Herron originally got to the big leagues with the Cardinals, then Oakland, Arizona, now the Angels. 2-1. Out of California, went to Pepperdine.
Been traded for some pretty good players too.
Tap foul. I could never figure out if you went to Pepperdine how you could ever go to class.
It's pretty tough.
So beautiful that you just want to be outside all the time and never go to class.
Right on PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, overlooking the Pacific Ocean. It's not easy.
2-2 hit on the ground is short. Wood up with it. His throw to Napoli's in time. So that's the first out.
Number 20, Matt Joyce.
Now Matt Joyce. There's a shot high and deep back into right, but it's going to stay in the park. Boy, that ball jumped off his bat and just died out there, and Hunter made the catch on the warning track. How about that?
I thought it was gone. It did. It just died. He must have got it off the end of the bat. Let's see if we can see this. Had some tailing action to it. He sure did. Got a little bit off the end. Did not get it on the sweet spot. You can see that little thud right there. The vibration of the bat. He didn't hit it on the sweet spot.
Dan Johnson. And there's a strike. Well, speaking of the sweet spot, Dan Johnson hit it twice Wednesday night in that 4-3 win over the Yankees.
Boy, did he ever. And that's why movement is so important. Saw that last pitch from Dan Herron. It looked like a straight four-seam fastball, and it had some good tailing action in the last 3 or 4 inches.
There's a high shot back into right field. That's got some carry, and that one is gone. Dan Johnson does it again. An 0-2 pitch, and Johnson hits it out to tie this game 1-1. How about that, Dan Johnson?
Wow.
Johnson hit those two-run home runs here Wednesday night in the 5th and 7th innings, and in his first time up tonight, he hits one out. Home run number 6, and the game is tied.
Stay hot. Well, here's the sweet spot right here. Here's a fastball they try to come in. That's the sweet spot right there. That is a beautiful swing. Tried to come in, the ball ran back just a little bit. Once again, Dan Johnson did not miss it.
Now Carlos Pena takes a big cut and misses. Strike 1.
And that was a cutter right there, Carlos. He tried to run a fastball in off the inside corner to Dan Johnson, try to hit it to bite back a little bit. It just came over across the plate too much.
And he picks up a strike to Pena. Call this time 0-2. 3 home runs in his last 3 at-bats for Dan Johnson. One ball, 2 strikes.
trying to go in right here. You can see it ran back over the plate just a little bit. And Dan's being aggressive. You know, that's the other thing. You can't hit 6 home runs unless you're swinging the bat. He's being more aggressive recently. I think it's really helped him out. He's tracking the ball well. He's taking his walks, too. But
2-2. Well, he came up after hitting all those home runs at Durham and took a lot of pitches to the point where he was almost looking like a leadoff hitter.
Yeah, a little bit defensive early. And lately, I mean, he's getting some counts in his favor, and then he's ready to swing, which is excellent.
That's going to be strike 3 on the appeal. Jerry Crawford waiting for Cuzzy to go down there, and he says Pena is out on strikes, but the Rays get a run on one swing of the bat from Dan Johnson, and it's a 1-1 ball game.
Peter Borges fakes a bunt to start the 3rd inning. We have a 1-1 game between the Rays and the Angels. Joining me right now, Gwen Mitchell. She is the United Way of Tampa Bay board chair. And let's talk a little bit about this organization, United Way, and especially here in the Tampa Bay community and what your recent efforts have done.
Well, Todd, here in the Tampa Bay area, we are focused on improving the lives of the individuals in this community and making lasting community change, really by just focusing on the resources of this community. And we have really 4 areas we are strategically focused on educating our children. We want to make sure that we are providing financial stability for families, that we are a safety net when people need it in tough times, and that we're really improving our neighborhoods. That's really what we're focused on here in Tampa Bay.
Those are where the 4 areas of the community are majorly impacted by the United Way, as Matt Joyce will camp under it and make the play for out number 1 here in the inning. Gwen, I know that the partnership between the Rays and United Way has been very strong. In fact, our own Dwayne Stats helped kick Alpha launch campaign earlier this season, but it's always been a great partnership, hasn't it?
It has. The Rays are such huge community supporters and very active in United Way. So many things that the Rays do for United Way here in the community. We hold our campaign kickoffs here every year, done it for 4 years. They do their own workplace campaign, a very successful campaign that the Rays run themselves. They help us get our message out just like this throughout the community, and they're really hands-on with their efforts. They're volunteering, they're on our board. They help us with raising funds, and it's just a great partnership that the United Way of Tampa Bay has with our Tampa Bay Rays. So we're proud of that.
Gwen, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you. United Way of Tampa Bay and the Rays continue to get a lot of good work done. Back to you.
All right, Todd. Todd's good work and their good work as well. And there's a cut and a miss by Cayaspo. And it's a 1-2 count. At the top of the 3rd in a 1-1 ball game. Iospo, the leadoff hitter. One out with the bases empty. Iospo came to the Angels by way of Kansas City. And this guy's had a good bat, but recently it has been a difficult time for him. He has not swung the bat all that well. Two balls, two strikes. We're running out of things to say about Dan Johnson. I'm telling you. How about that guy?
We'll just wait till next at bat.
Yep.
You can use your lightning strikes twice again. He'll think of something, I know.
Little fly ball. This might be trouble. One hop. Upton cuts it off, and Iospo hustles into second with a double. Perfectly placed. He didn't hit it all that well, but boy, he had it in a good spot to get two bases.
Sure did. Just kind of lofted it out there. Take a look. Up and away, out of the zone. BJ was playing him a little bit toward right center. Big hop out there. He's thinking two all the way.
Well, he came into this game 7 of his last 53. That factors out to a little over 130 in that stretch. Here's Abreu. And the pitch is a strike. Abreu now under 250. Struck out his first time. And a ground ball up the middle, and there's a base hit to center. Iospo's going to head to the plate. Upton's throw skips past Jaso. Down to second goes Abreu, and it's 2-0. So a base hit, a run batted in for Abreu is 73rd, and a move up as the throw comes through to the plate.
Now, Bobby Abreu was rounding pretty hard at first anyway, and I think he would have got to second. I think the play really is to keep Bobby Abreu at first base. BJ does crash hard, but Iospo runs well enough. I think it would have been too close a play to take that chance early in a game like that. Bobby's jogging right there, but he reads it. Once BJ comes up firing, he was taken off for second.
Breaking ball to Hunter is outside. 1-0, so it's a 2-1 game now. The Angels grab the lead again.
And I think with the heart of the order coming up, if the bottom of the order is coming up, it's a different story. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5. I think you got to keep Bobby Abreu at first base.
And there's one into center field and a long run. That's past Upton. Will go to the wall. Abreu's going to score, and Hunter turns second and holds with a double. So he hits that one to the left of Upton. Ball moving away from BJ and beyond him for a two-base hit. Now it's 3-1.
There is. This one is tailing away from BJ. Looks like he might be able to catch up with it, but that ball's plenty over his head.
So 3 straight hits here. 36th double of the season for Hunter. Hideki Matsui. Ground ball first base. Over to third goes Hunter with Matsui out. Pena taking care of that over at first. 2 gone. The Angels have seen a lot of strikes, and they've become aggressive.
Sure have.
And have 5 hits. There's Mike Napoli. Pitch inside, 1-0. Napoli, like a lot of players throughout the season, was put on waivers by the Angels and claimed by the Red Sox. There was some talk that they claimed him, and the Angels pulled him back, but they claimed him to block him from possibly winding up with the Rays.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what they were doing, because they didn't really need a catcher, and of course first base Mike Lowell was playing there and Uke was out for the year. I mean, that's a possibility, but they couldn't work anything out. Angels pulled him back.
1-1. The strike.
But I think it was more about what you just said. I think it was more about not going to the Rays than it was about, hey, we need Mike Napoli.
Napoli with 25 home runs for the Angels. Came into the game at 245. Catch, play first base, DH. And a Tapper foul. Count still 1-2. Seems strange that it would be this long for a team to make an appearance here at Tropicana Field, but this is the very first time the Rays have played the Angels here at home this year. It's past the middle of September. And a cut and a miss. Napoli is out on strikes, retiring the side. Bottom of the third coming, 3-1 LA. The Angels have a 3-1 lead, a run in the second, 2 in the third. The Rays got theirs in the second on the home run by Dan Johnson. So B.J. Upton leads off. And Herron on the hill. Down and away. Cutting away from him, 1-0. Outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
A lot of cutters from Dan Herron, a lot of splits, and a lot of two-seam fastballs.
And Upton with some good lifetime numbers against Herron. 7 out of 17 with a couple home runs, and he's under this one and pops it up. Callaspo at third makes the catch. So that's out number one. Here's tonight's poll question brought to you by Autoway. How do you feel about Derek Jeter's performance on the Phantom hit by pitch Wednesday night? TB1, smart baseball, or TB2, poor sportsmanship? Standard message and data rate supply. Text your vote to 789-789. As it turns out, because of Dan Johnson, the Rays won that game anyway, but that has been a point of controversy. Jason Bartlett, the pitch is a strike, and he recovered quickly enough to be in the lineup again tonight and to play the rest of the game here the other night as well.
Yeah, he recovered so quickly they didn't even ice it.
Yeah.
They didn't even look at it when he was on the bench after that inning was over.
1-1.
The trainer didn't even look at it when he went out there to see him. Didn't pull his wrap back anyway.
1-2, and I really think that we talked about it at the time, and you've had the idea of a manager throwing a flag out there or something, and I think it almost misses the point to talk about whether that was good by Jeter or bad, or whether Lance Barksdale missed the call and the entire crew or not. I think the real point is that if, and I don't care which way it comes down. If he's hit by a pitch, he's hit by a pitch. If he's not, he's not. And I don't care if it's the Rays or the Yankees, or in this case the Angels or the Red Sox or whomever they're playing. The idea is to get it right. And if you can utilize a manager challenge to get it right with the technology you have. Bartlett is out on strikes. I think you need to do that. And in the Little League competition, they do that. And if it's good enough, if the Little League can figure it out, don't you think the Major Leagues can figure that out too?
I think, the technology is so advanced now. Everybody's scrutinized. Every game is on MLB TV or Direct TV or whatever. Everybody can see this game across the country right now if they have the packages, and a lot of baseball fans do. So let's just get the calls right. We have the technology to do it. It's not going to take that long.
Well, actually, it would take a lot less than 10 minutes of arguing.
Absolutely.
And then you can resolve it in a minute or a minute and a half, and
that's right.
Know that you got the play right and go on. And I mean, for the quality of the product and the integrity of the event, I think you have to seriously entertain that and not get bogged down in whether an umpire was right or wrong, or whether Jeter was right or wrong, because obviously players have done that all over.
That's right.
But
that's true.
The idea is to let's get it right for the quality of the product. Let's get it right. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Two and two.
I don't really think it takes away from the human element either of the umpires at all. We're not talking about taking away balls and strikes. You're not talking about bringing replay to the infield for 15 plays.
2-2 pitch is lifted back into right center field. Hunter and Borges, and Hunter is there, and he got onto that ball a little too much. 1-2-3. We're at the end of 3. 3-1 Angels. Tropicana Field tonight. Wade Davis on the hill for the Rays, and he is part of our AT&T trivia question tonight. Wade currently with that 7-game winning streak, tying the Rays franchise record. 2 other starters put together a 7-game winning streak for the Rays, and who would they be? That's our AT&T trivia question. First pitch here in the 4th, and Howie Kendrick takes the ball inside. Kendrick singled in a run. The first run of the game that came back in the 2nd inning. One and one. A bit wide. 2 balls and a strike. Three and one. Interesting news generated by the other Los Angeles team. Kind of hard to say that about the Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
The other Los Angeles team, but Joe Torres is not going to come back as the manager, and Don Mattingly will be the Dodger manager. How about that?
You know, there's some people in L.A. that believe that I've talked to actually believe that that was a done deal when Joe Torre first signed there. That was the agreement when his time was up, when his 3-year deal was up, and if he didn't want to come back, that Mattingly gets the job automatically.
Well, Mattingly was headed to the Fall League to manage, and apparently still going to do that. He's been on the site there.
I feel bad for guys like Tim Wallach, who's managing in AAA, and other people that deserve an opportunity.
Line drive on a 3-2 pitch into left center field, headed back to the wall. Kendrick will have himself another hit at the Rays' expense, and he's going to hustle this into 3. Boy, from the time he left the batter's box was thinking triple. That's his 3rd 3-base hit of the year.
No, he continues to just torment Tampa Bay Ray pitching. This is a curveball right here. And he just stays with it. He stays on it. He kind of left in the middle of the plate right there. And he stays on it. He's reading the play right in front of him. It hits the deepest part of the ballpark in left center. So he gets in there easily.
So a leadoff triple in the 4th brings the infield in. And Hank Conger, the young catcher. Conger out of Huntington Beach. The pitch is upstairs. His given name is Hun Choi Conger. And his grandfather started calling him Hank. That's a pretty good baseball name.
He took some big swings like Hank Aaron in his first at bat.
There's a big one right there, and a fastball, 1-1.
Those are home run cuts right there. Uppercut, fastball, swings right underneath it. He's not looking to drive just to run in. He's looking to drive himself in too.
He hit 300 at Salt Lake this year. 2-1. Fastball high. 3 balls and a strike. The Orioles have tied the Yankees in the bottom of the 1st inning. Boston and Toronto tied 2-2. Victor Martinez hit his 16th home run in that game. Foul back. 3-1 fastball, and the count goes full. To the count. There's Kendrick. on a good fastball in the mid-90s. He got Conger on a breaking ball the first time and strikes him out on a fastball here.
I think that's something you're going to see Mickey Hatcher. Those are 3 big swings that he took. I think you'll hear or see Mickey Hatcher, hitting coach for the Angels, talk to the young hitter about that. You got a runner at third, nobody out. Your job is not to hit a 2-run home run. All 3 of those swings were big, too big of swings to get the RBI in.
First pitch, Brandon Wood lifts a fly ball center field. Upton with the catch, Kendrick with the tag, and he's going to hang on. The throw comes up the line, but Kendrick tagged, came down the line and stopped, and that's out number 2.
Well, BJ was positioning himself to get behind it and get a little bit of momentum. This ball was popped to right center. Either Matt Joyce or BJ could have taken it, but BJ cuts in front of Matt, takes it, and one hops John Jaso. And a good throw would have gotten Kendrick. The ball was up the line a little bit, but Kendrick wasn't really even breaking hard. Just trying to draw the throw.
Kendrick remains at third now with 2 outs. Here's Peter Borges. And he looks at a high fastball, 1-0. Up again, 2-0. Borges has shown himself to be a very good outfielder. Pretty good year in the minor leagues this year. He's hitting 198 at the start of this game.
Yeah, Mike Sochi's gotten a chance to look at a few of these young guys here the last couple of months of the season. Borges being one of them.
And Davis is behind him now, 3-0. Top of the order would be next. That's Callaspo. And Wade finds the strike zone, 3-1.
Good pitch, outside corner. Got to do that again. Take the corner up.
And a fly ball back toward the right field line. Joyce is there, making the catch to retire the side. Kendrick remains at third. 3-1 Los Angeles. Half of the fourth inning. Our AT trivia question, with Wade Davis riding a 7-game winning streak, which ties the Rays franchise record. Who are the other 2 starters to put together 7-game winning streaks with the Rays? Jeff Neiman and Mark Hendrickson. perhaps two of the tallest pitchers ever in Rays history.
How about that? Going to be about 6'9" to do that then, huh?
Yeah. Here's Ben Zobrist. First pitch to Ben is upstairs. 1-0. One and one. Zobrist, Crawford, and Longoria due up against Dan Herron. The one thing you don't want to do is give the Angels too many runs with this guy on the mound.
No, you don't. You got to get that intensity going a little bit flat coming out of the chute here. I'm sensing tonight after this great Yankee series.
Yeah, there was such a sense of urgency there in that New York series on every pitch it seemed. 2-2, and the atmosphere, just by its very nature, is going to be different.
Yeah, it is.
But the Rays cannot allow that to lull them into any sense of complacency.
No, you gotta play with the same type of intensity and sense of urgency to win.
And Zobrist works the count full. The Rays have won 9 out of the last 12 meetings between these two teams here at Tropicana Field. And Ben pounds it off his foot.
Tough cutter right there.
Yeah, that's tough on hitters in more ways than one, and we just saw one there. It's not good for your feet and shins.
Yeah, those are the kind you hit into your ankle. It's a pretty good pitch by Dan Herron right here. Look at this. So cut actually right down into his right foot, the instep. Everything Herron throws moves. Splits, cutters, sinkers.
Look out, a shot down the right side, just beyond the dugout.
Another cutter right there.
Well, Zobrist has succeeded in working the count full here. First 3-ball count Herron has had on a Rays hitter. Foul the other way.
Good battle going on. That was a good swing right by Ben right there to stay alive. 92 fastball away.
That's foul. That's the other thing. It's tough to keep those fair. Tough to keep them off your feet and fair.
Yeah.
With that ball moving in on you like that.
Yeah, you came right back with another cutter right down and in on him.
This will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat to open the 4th. And Zobrist is out on strikes. Third strikeout for Herron, out number 1.
Stayed inside with that cutter. He's got a late breaking cutter. That's what makes him tough. Just a little bit of movement right there. See it dip a little bit? Going over the top of it. Some guys that have cutters, you can see it coming for a long ways, but not Danny Herron.
Carl Crawford takes a fastball down. Yeah, we're talking about momentum. Cutters like that are momentum stoppers.
Yep.
That's what they are. They're frustrating. They physically make you hurt. Or all of those things. Two and one when stayed on the corner long enough.
Another one.
Well, he gets a pitch that stays on the corner for a strike and throws the next one that cuts in on you like that. You got to swing at it, and when you do, it's not there.
That's right. Go fastball away.
And strike 3 call. Boy, that was something by Herron right there.
Yeah, he's pitching like an ace tonight. Cutter's in. He shook off his young catcher, and he went to the fastball. It had plenty of the plate. But I got to believe Carl was thinking he's going to get a cutter inside.
Here's Evan Longoria. No ball, no strikes.
He's just staying with it now, isn't he? He's got the feel of it. He's just pounding with that cutter.
One and one.
The Angels traded a pretty good left-handed pitcher in Joe Saunders for Danny Herron, so tells you what they think of Danny.
He throws one of those in there, and you're out in front.
Yeah, he's got the split, he's got sink.
Ooh, he just missed there. I'll tell you.
He's pitching
all the pitches he's thrown. This is amazing.
He's pitching a little backwards. I mean, he gets 2 strikes, and you're thinking, well, he's got to be throwing a split or a cutter or something. He throws a fastball right. That was just off the outside corner.
And he comes back and finds the corner. And he strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rays. That was quite an exhibition by Herron right there. 3-1 Angels. Three to one, we go to the 5th inning. The Rays are down by a couple. Take a look at our Toyota trend. We see Wade Davis with the 7-game winning streak, but without a loss, out to 10, and he's among the major league leaders in that department. Ospo leads off. First pitch is a ball. 1-0.
Well, he's going to have to keep the game right here, the way Danny Herron threw that last inning.
I'll tell you that you're absolutely right. That was something special what we saw in the bottom of the 4th by Herron. He was that good.
And he just went through 3 pretty good big league hitters right there. Struck out the side in order.
One and 2. Rays down by 2. 3 runs, 2 earned. off Wade Davis. 6 hits. The Rays have their 1 run on the Dan Johnson home run. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Now, the one strength that the Angels have had in the American League is their starting pitching. 5th in ERA. 4.15.
Will tap right side. Davis will now bust it to the bag, and he gets there in time. He started after that ground ball and wound up covering, and so that's out number 1. Time to take a look at the upcoming Rays schedule, brought to you by Just for Men Hair Color. Angels in tomorrow night and again on Sunday. Then the Rays for 4 in New York, home against Seattle and Baltimore, and finish the regular season in Kansas City. And as we look forward to the upcoming Rays schedule, you can live forward with Just for Men Hair Color.
Yeah, that schedule's pretty favorable once you get past New York, but you can't look past teams like the Angels, and you can't really look past Baltimore either, the way they're playing.
Bobby Abreu. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, the American League East is tougher than ever right now with the Orioles playing as well as they are playing. We've got 5 very good teams. That's a fair ball up the right field line. Abreu will head to second base and will make it standing with a double. The 7th hit for the Angels tonight, and Abreu is 2 for 3.
Boy, they are finding the gaps too with their hits. The gaps in the line right there with the double. Extra base hits.
3 doubles and a triple tonight.
Yeah, right. Getting a lot of guys into scoring position. This fastball just came back in a little bit, and it was up right over the bag, or inside the bag, I should say.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Hunter's been their best man in the lineup with men in scoring position, hitting .293. Drove in a run with a double in the 3rd. Takes a fastball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Big cut, the tap foul. 1-1. This is start number 5 for Davis. That's coming off the disabled list. He has 3 wins and a no decision since that time. And then 4 wins prior to going on. Last loss was on the 27th of June. 2-2 the count.
Ooh, Torrey got a pitch to hit and he missed it. Straight back. You won't see that again. Not intentionally anyway.
Yeah. The Rays are hoping not.
You must be seeing a breaking ball now.
And a high shot up the right side, foul. That ball is out of play.
Well, they tried to go in on him and really didn't get it in there. Danger area. Torrey's a very good fastball hitter, and he's always looking fastball too.
Two now, and he got it. Good slider down, strikes him out. 2 gone. And Jim Hickey's headed to the mound to talk it over with Matsui due up. We'll remind you, tomorrow night the Rays take on the Angels, and after the game, catch Adam Lambert in the Summer Concert Series presented by Hess Express. Visit RaysBaseball.com to get your tickets now. That will be an exciting crowd here tomorrow night for Adam Lambert. speaking of Adam Jones has just hit a home run.
You are good like that, right on cue.
And the Orioles take a 2-1 lead. Well, let's see what the Rays do here with Matsui. 2 outs. Abreu at second base. Matsui 0 for 2 tonight. You know, coming into this game, he was 4 for 5 lifetime off Wade Davis.
Well, I think that little discussion, that's the reason why. The 4 for 5 you just mentioned, and also you got a base open, and Matsui is hot lately. Napoli can certainly hurt you, but I think that's what that conversation was about with Jim Hickey and Wade Davis. Pitch him very, very carefully. If you miss, so what? If you walk him, so what?
And it's 2-0 so far. He has not given him anything to hit.
You see one more ball, Joe Madden may just say, hey, put him on intentionally. It's tough to tell a guy to pitch around a guy because it's kind of a negative. It puts a negative connotation. Geez, I can't make a mistake here. So you're not quite as aggressive in the zone, but he's dangerous. The way he's swinging now, he's very dangerous.
And there's ball 3 inside, a fastball.
I'd just put him on. That's what you're going to do. Why risk making a mistake?
Goes him a strike.
He painted him up right there. Matsui didn't think he was going to get a strike that good. I think he thought he was going to see something way off the plate.
And ball 4, so he walks him. First walk given up by Davis tonight. So they didn't give Matsui anything. First and second with 2 outs for Mike Napoli.
Yeah, they really didn't want any part of Matsui. It was one of those unintentional, intentional walks.
So Napoli, who singled and scored the first run, is up here now, 1 for 2 on the night. Hits it on the ground to short. Bartlett, the easy way to Zobrist for the 4th. We go to the 5th, bottom half of the inning coming. 3-1 Angels. Napoli in the second inning, and Dan Johnson connected in his 3rd consecutive at bat. First time up tonight to tie the game. Angels scored 2 more in the third. Abreu's base hit drove in a run. Torrey Hunter double scored Abreu. That made it 3-1, and that's how we stand as the Rays come into hit in the bottom of the 5th inning tonight. Down 3-1. They've been out hit 7-1. Angels have had a lot of opportunities. And here's Matt Joyce for the Rays. Swinging and missing. Joyce took a good cut at a pitch in the 2nd inning and hit it deep to right, but it died out there and was caught by Hunter.
And that was a very similar pitch because it had tailing action to it. Back with the cutter.
0-2. Johnson next, and then Pena. And that ball cutting in on him. 4th consecutive strikeout for Perrin. Let's go to Todd Callis.
Dwayne with Jay Madden, wife of Joe Madden, and with Ruth Okimores. She is the girlfriend of Joaquin Benoit. Ruth, we're going to start with you. The Wives are doing something very special this weekend. Tell us about Orange Hearts and the Foundation.
Of course, we are actually recollecting school supplies for children in the Dominican Republic. What we're doing is you can bring backpacks, pencils, whatever you have, is going to help. It doesn't matter how small you think it is, it's going to make a change in the Dominican Republic. So if you want more information, you can go to the webpage, which is www.orangehearts.org.
Dan Johnson hits a fly ball into right center field, and this one is caught by Torrey Hunter as he crosses in front Peter Borges. So the Wives are collecting all weekend long, starting tonight, gates 1 and 5. And Jay, tell us a little bit about Pace Center, because they're also benefiting.
Yes, the Pace Center for Girls, located in Pinellas County, provides guidance, counseling, and overall
care and advice.
Advice to young girls who are at risk, and between the ages of 7 and 17.
You saw the graphic, guys. PaceCenter.org, OrangeHearts.com. So that's all the information Friday through Sunday, Tropicana Field, gates 1 through 5, and they're going to be collecting through the 2nd inning. Backpacks, erasers, notebooks, anything, school supplies, shoes, shirts, right? And they're going to be out there collecting. The Wives, as always, helping out in the community. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you very much. A strike the count to Carlos Pena. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. And Perrin has really hit his stride since giving up that home run. He's retired 10 straight.
Yeah, he's got 6 strikeouts in that 10 straight also.
2-1. I don't want to get ahead of myself. It's actually 9 straight.
9?
Yeah. So
I took it for granted that you.
Well, there you are. See,
6. That's even worse.
You should know. You should know better than that.
I should. Well, 6. No, I trust you. It's a trust factor up here.
There's a ground ball picked up by Wood. The throw to first. Now it's 10 straight. Out of the ship. That's a 6-3 short to first. And we're through 5, 3-1, Los Angeles. deal tonight. We're headed into the 6th inning. Howie Kendrick, the Angels' second baseman. First pitch from Wade Davis is inside. Wade at 96 pitches now, 1 pitch into this inning. Two 2-0. Kendrick, Conger, and Wood due up. Two and one.
Isn't it amazing that Howie Kendrick's in the 270s with his batting average when you see him, the way he swings the bat against the Rays?
It's really amazing. I mean, you'd think he's got to at least be hitting 350.
Yeah.
Well, he's hitting over 500 against the Rays.
Finds a hole with everything. Even the last pitch in his last at bat, that was a curveball. I mean, it wasn't a bad pitch, a little bit in, but he just went down and got through it and shot one in the left center gap.
Fouls it, holds the count even. So Wade at 100 pitches now. He made 108 in 7 innings his last time out. Working to the first hitter in the 6th right now. And he got him. That's strikeout number 8. 1 out in the 6th inning. You can catch all the action of the 2010 Major League Baseball postseason on Fox and TBS. The excitement begins October 6th with the Division Series on TBS. And Conger, 0 for 2. Seen some big swings out of him tonight. And he takes a curveball on the first pitch. That's a strike. One and one. Strike at the knees. Another breaking ball. 1 and 2.
A couple of good ones right there. Bullpen up because the pitch count is already over 100.
Balls, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Chad and Heck Balls, Lance Cormier.
And the pitch is down, 2 and 2. One out with the bases empty. And the count is full. He went 3-2 to Conger in the 4th inning. Got him on a fastball then. Struck him out swinging on a curveball in the 2nd. 3-2 here in the 6th. And a high fly ball back into center field. Upton is there. 2 gone. With 2 outs, the bases are empty, and we'll remind you of Family Fun Day presented by the St. Petersburg Times. It's Sunday when the Rays and the Angels wrap up the series, and the first 10,000 kids 14 and under receive a Rays Superhero Cape presented by superpages.com. So visit raysbaseball.com for tickets right now. You don't want to miss the Superhero Cape.
Todd going to show us again tonight?
You know, I've seen him walking around in that. He really looks good. 1-0 the count to Brandon Wood. That's high, 2-0. Hey, there's Todd right now.
Yeah.
Taking a little stroll around. Just about time for liftoff. Fly ball, right field. Joyce takes care of that. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels. We're through 5 1/2. 3-1 Los Angeles of Anaheim. Tampa Bay Buick and GMC dealers. Buddy's Home Furnishings, where there's no credit needed and up to 6 months, same as cash. And by AT. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT. Rethink possible. Now the Rays have had a difficult time getting anything going against Dan Herron, with the exception of the solo home run by Dan Johnson back in the 2nd inning. Here's B.J. Upton. Pitch is low and outside. B.J. 0 for 1 on a little pop to third, his first time. One ball, one strike.
Now the cutter right there. He's got the feel of that pitch. You're right, and the game feels like it's a bigger lead than what it is. It's only a 2-run game. Wade Davis with 110 pitches. Herron, you see, only 163.
1-1. 1-2 now to B.J.
That's nasty. That's a split right there.
And B.J. takes that one right down the middle. Fastball called for strike 3. One away, and just a reminder to be on the lookout for the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment later in tonight's game. But for now, one out for the Rays. Jason Bartlett. Pitch is a strike. 7 strikeouts for Herron, no walks. Now retired 11 in a row. And ahead of Bartlett, 2 strikes.
Wow, I mean, he's a strike thrower anyway. Tough to hit behind. 0-2 on him. Now he can go to his split, his cutter. He can go to anything.
And it's down. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one coming in on Bartlett. He fouls it. The only run the Rays got off Herron in 6 innings out in California on the 25th of August was that home run by Jaso. That's the only run they have tonight, the home run by Johnson. 2-2 the count on Jason Bartlett. John Jaso on deck. Just a bit in, so a full count. Only had a couple of those tonight. And the 3-2. And a liner into center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And the Rays get their 2nd hit of the night. Jason Bartlett is aboard. Well, that's going to get John Jaso up there. Let's take a look at the flashback to Jaso's home run against Dan Herron. He led off the game in a 1-0 pitch out to right field in Anaheim. That was his 4th home run of the year. Our M. Scott replay.
Very similar pitch that Dan Johnson got. Tried to throw a fastball in off the inside corner, and Jaso turned on it. That's what Dan Johnson did in the 2nd inning.
Jaso takes ball 1 inside. Well, suddenly the Rays get the potential tying run to the plate.
Yeah, there's a rally going on. Fans are trying to get into it, stir it up a little bit.
Jaso takes a strike on the inside corner. 1-1.
Nice hole over there for John on the right side. If he gets one of those cutters, he can get his hands inside it. Shoot it through there.
2 balls and a strike. Barron's pitch count has been low, despite the fact that he has 7 strikeouts through 5 1/3 innings. He hasn't walked anybody. That's in. Now he's behind Jaso. The count is 3-1. He went 3-2 to Zobrist when Zobrist had that 10-pitch at bat in the 4th. Went 3-2 to Bartlett in this inning. Now 3-1 to Jaso. Bartlett on the run, and there's ball 4. And the Rays have 2 men on. First walk given up by Herron. 2 men on. Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, is going to head to the mound with Ben Zobrist due up.
Yeah, Danny's been sailing along right here, and all of a sudden Bartlett got down 0-2 on fastballs and worked himself into a full count, got a cutter over the plate, singled sharply to center, and then Herron all of a sudden lost the feel of his cutter on Jaso. Of course, he hasn't been pitching from the stretch, and that certainly could have affected him a little bit here.
Yeah, he's had no occasion to pitch from the stretch until now.
Right.
And this, with runners at first and second, first time the Rays have had a man in scoring position. They scored their run on the home run by Johnson. So after the conference with Butcher, Herron's ready, and Ben Zobrist steps in. And a swing and a miss at the changeup.
Yeah, off speed right there, going away from Ben's swing instead of those cutters that he threw last at bat in. I think Ben was thinking, I'm going to get a cutter again. This one has some tailing action, 84 miles an hour away. It's a smart pitch by Dan Herron.
1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, that hitter so often after a conference on the mound, he's geared anyway and looking for that fastball. So they had Zobrist out in front. Nothing doing back there with Bartlett.
Watching a young catcher throw in between innings, and he throws pretty good.
Some reports we heard on him that he's got a pretty good arm.
Yeah, he's been working on his throws this second. He's got a nice release.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tough to steal third with a left-hand hitter up there too. Don't want to run yourself out of an inning here.
Blue Jays have had a 5-run 5th, and they lead Boston 7-2.
How many did Batista hit? Do I have to ask? He's going to hit 50.
Swing and a miss. Zobrist out. That ball cutting in and down. 8 strikeouts.
Yeah, almost the identical pitch that he threw to Ben Zobrist in his last at bat in the 4th inning. Nasty cutter.
So here's Carl Crawford. Carl called out on strikes his last time. And that's a strike. He was out in front of that one.
Off speed right here. Little tailing action to it.
You know, Kevin, the last time he used that cutter and the fastball in, had him guessing and right out of the chute. changeup.
Yep, he's same sequence he started Ben Zobrist off with.
0-2. Changeup and a cutter. 2 strikes. Well, he's made some very good pitches after he found himself in a little bit of a jam. One ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Carl fouls it. Again, the ball riding in on him. Carl's been very good all year with men in scoring position. Herron has been very good tonight. That's the matchup, Crawford and Herron. Carl takes another one, cutting inside. 2-2.
I tell you, he's got one of the better cutters for a starter that I've seen this year, because it's such a late break, and he can get it right in off the inside corner.
Two, and it's pulled foul again up the right side.
He hasn't left any over the heart of the plate. If he wants to go in, he's gotten it in there so far tonight. He's probably thrown 20 of them, at least.
Two, one more time. Crawford fouls this one back. So Crawford really battling here in this 2-on-2 out situation against Herron.
Yeah, and you just wonder, I mean, he's pounded Carl with cutters after that first changeup away. Now Danny Herron's going to call his catcher out. I think he wants to go away. We'll see if he wants to go away with the split, the dirt. Carl's had some better swings in the last couple of cutters.
Bartlett's at second. He's single. Jaso followed with a walk. Zobrist struck out. Crawford is battling with a 2-2 count. And a foul ball. How about that?
He stayed with the cutter. That's 7 in a row. First pitch was off speed, fading away, then 7 cutters in a row in the same location. Look at this. Another one. That finally had the plate. But the other ones are tough to lay off of.
And a fly ball the other way into left. Going back is Abreu, and it's over his head. Bartlett scores. Jaso's going to score. Crawford digs for 3, and he's in standing up. The Rays have tied this game. Carl Crawford with a battling at bat up there. Pitch after pitch, and finally got one over Abreu's head.
And this is a bad play by Bobby Abreu. That ball's got to be caught. But the Rays will take it. There's a splitter right here. Up in the zone. Nice at bat. Nice job by Carl to stay on it and just go the other way with it. But watch Bobby Abreu. He's kind of drifting. He didn't get a good read on it. The Rays will take it. One problem for the Angels is their defense. They are 13th in the American League in fielding. That's one of the things that's hurt them this year. Mike Scioscia, I guarantee, will tell you that ball should have been caught.
So the Rays get 2 runs out of that. It's a double for Crawford. Longoria's in the box, and a little ground ball charged by Wood. It's short. Throw to first is scooped by Napoli to retire the side. But the Rays score 2 at the end of 6. 3-3 ball game.
At 3, heading into the 7th inning. You know, guys, it was a very special night tonight for Rays bench coach Don Zimmer. He's not in the dugout this evening because he was up in Boston as he was one of 5 inductees into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. Zim right there getting the ovation from the Red Sox crowd, and then he'll get a hug here from Terry Francona. Great night tonight for Don Zimmer, and in his own self-deprecating way, Zim told the media before the game in Boston that he talked to his buddy Joe Torre today, and Torre said, if you're going into the Hall of Fame, I'm quitting. But it was a great night for Zim, and we'll be happy to see him back here on Sunday. But he was up in Boston tonight, a newest member of the Red Sox Hall of Fame, guys.
Yeah, proud of Zim and happy for him. He's really one of the good guys, and we're very pleased to see that. Grant Balfour is the new pitcher for the Rays. They pick up 2 runs to tie this game in the bottom of the 6th on the Crawford triple. Crawford's 13th triple of the year. Now Grant's on.
Yeah, that should pick up the intensity now. Got to put a 0 up there. But now that you got this game even, Grant's had an outstanding season. This is his 51st appearance. Just over a strikeout an inning. Good strikeout to walk ratio right there. 50 strikeouts, only 17 walks. Good batting average against, low at 223.
So he faces the number 9 hitter, Peter Borges, to lead off the 7th.
Here comes a bunt.
And the pitch is a little high. Borges 0 for 2 tonight.
Evans ready for the bunt at third base there.
And upstairs 2-0.
This guy is a speed guy, so this is imperative to throw strikes right here. He will steal bases.
And a strike. 2-1. That slider to get the strike.
Yeah, drops a 2-0 slider on him. Hit the corner.
And a pop fly center field. Upton. A couple sliders, and he got him on a fly ball to center. Scotch Products, keep your lawn lush and green. Visit Lowe's for a chance to win a VIP World Series experience. Compliments of Scott's. Now the top of the batting order, Alberto Callaspo. Fastball upstairs. 6 innings for Wade Davis. 3 runs, 2 earned on 7 hits. He struck out 8, walked 1, and leaves the tie game in the hands of Grant Balfour. Cayaspo fouls it back. 1-1.
He's throwing strikes with that slider. He got Gorgeous down in the count 2-0. Got him on back-to-back sliders for the pop out to center. And behind the count, confidence to throw that slider to Cayaspo. Nice.
2-1. Balfour has come back from the disabled list with, I think, better willingness to throw the slider and an occasional changeup, in command of those pitches along with the fastball. And he gets this pitch in on Cayaspo, pops him up, let Pena take it.
Yeah. Get out of the way.
So Cayaspo fouls out to Pena. You want to guarantee yourself 2010 postseason tickets? Call 888-FAN-RAYS or visit RaysBaseball.com to find out how.
I think you're right about Grant. He's, he was using that slider a lot earlier, but he's definitely, since he's been back, using it. And I tell you, the other night against Marcus Timms, game kind of on the line right there, he got him on breaking stuff. And I think that fooled Timms to make his fastball that much better.
Here's Abreu. Pitch is a strike. Abreu has a single and a double, a run batted in, and a run scored. 1-1 to count.
We were talking the other night. You saw a couple of changeups. You said
we did. Yeah.
Last road trip.
Yep. Talked with him about that, and he said it's something that he's had before, but just hasn't used it that much. And well, I tell you, he pulled them out of his back pocket, threw a couple of very good ones, and I thought, oh my goodness.
Such a big pitch. I mean, Lance Cormier the other night.
Yeah.
Great changeups he threw. We started seeing that really up in Oakland in the West Coast trip last time we were there.
1-2. Bouncing away. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good thing there wasn't a swing there, because that would have been a runner at first base. Queso tried to block it. Didn't cover up. Really got to get your upper half over the ball. That's those sliders, and really cover up by turning your left shoulder in a little bit. Because the ball's going to skip, hit that dirt, and bounce up toward the left side of your chest protector. So you got to turn the left side in and over. Bury that ball right in front.
2 is fouled the other way. Top half of the 7th, now tied. You know, the other team the Rays need to keep an eye on, Minnesota. The Twins are batting in the bottom of the 4th, trailing Oakland 1-0.
Yeah, I watched their game last night.
Hot shot, fair ball, past the diving Pena. Beyond the bullpen, a pickup by Joyce. Abreu's on his way to second with another 2-base hit. His 3rd hit of the night and his 2nd double.
And that's twice right down the right field line. And he has turned on both Wade Davis and now Grant Balfour. Almost identical hit as last time. This ball ran over the inside corner. And Bobby, he thought it might have been foul. He kind of hesitated right there.
Got some of that going on tonight.
Yeah. A little doubt in the outfield last time when Carl hit that ball over his head. Wasn't real sure out there.
Here's Torrey Hunter. Hunter doubled in a run in the 3rd. And the pitch is down. 1 ball, no strikes. Hey,
that's a good pitch.
You wanted to know about Bautista? He just hit his 48.
I knew it. I knew there was one in there. There might be another one before it's over.
All you have to do is think about it lately, and it happens. It's a 2-run shot.
Yeah, he's going to hit 50 at least.
Foul ball off the end of the bat. It's 1-1. 10-2 now. Toronto over Boston. Top of the 6th inning in Boston. And Bautista with home run number 48.
A good pitch, by the way, 1-0 to Hunter. Another slider. He's looking dead red. Fastball.
And a high foul back the other way. It's 1-2. Now Hunter 1 for 3 on the night with a man at second. 1-2 here against Balfour.
Yeah, you can try to go up above his hands, or you can try to drop a good hard slider in the dirt. 2 ways to go.
And the fastball away. 2-2. The Rays have the lefty Choate and the right-hander Wheeler working in the bullpen right now.
Yeah, you're counting outs right now for Joe Madden. He doesn't want to give any of that lead back. He knows how well Danny Herron is still throwing, even though the Rays tied it last inning.
Swing and a miss. Hunter missed the slider. So that slider, a big pitch in this inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the 7th coming. We're tied 3-3. We go to the home half of inning 7 here at Tropicana Field. Matt Joyce stepping in against Dan Herron. And the pitch is rolled foul, strike 1.
Guess what that pitch was?
I'll tell you, one cutter right after another one, and you know, he'll throw a split once in a while, but boy, it's been cutter, cutter, cutter.
Yeah, he threw Carl at 7 or 8 cutters in a row, and then decided to go back outside with a split, and you saw that he got it way up and away.
2 strikes to come. By the way, that triple for Crawford is 13th, driving in 2 to give him 80 runs. His career high in runs batted in came at 05 when he hit 301 and drove in 81 runs. Carl with 80 tonight.
And 13 triples.
Yep.
That's a lot of triples. It's amazing.
A ball, 2 strikes. His career high in triples, he had 19 triples in 04. And he's consistently in double figures. High fly ball to right field again. Hunter is there and makes the catch. 1 out. That brings up Dan Johnson as we take a look at tonight's Jaguar performer. And down 0-2 in the second inning. Hit one out.
Got a fastball that ran back out over the inside corner. He was ready for it. 6th home run of the year. And he makes them count, too.
1 for 2 tonight. And the changeup is away. 1 ball, no strikes.
And likes to hit him when he wants to tie the game or go ahead. So probably a good time then, right?
That's right. It's been a pretty remarkable run for Dan Johnson. This one sweeps down and in.
Well, this at bat, they're trying to stay away from his power because his last 3 home runs have been on fastballs middle in that he's turned on.
3-0. And ball 4. He draws the walk. So a 1-out walk puts Johnson aboard here in the 7th. Joaquin Benoit has started to throw in the bullpen for the Rays. And you just saw Mike Butcher on the bullpen phone for the Angels. There's Benoit.
And you might be thinking, well, pinch runner for Dan Johnson. I don't think so. Neither does Joe Madden right now because you got 1 out and this game could still be tied. Dan Johnson swinging the bat very well. He might have it at bat in the 9th inning. It's a little bit early to think about pinch running for me. And obviously for Joe Madden.
Pena, oh, he swings and fouls it back. He had a pitch he liked there.
Well, you know,
busy in the bullpen.
You know, I think anybody can score on a Pena home run. So that's
right.
You know, there's not too much in between with Carlos anyway.
The count to Carlos. 1-1.
His cutter has some depth to it too. Not only rides in, it has a little dip to it at the end. Boy, a lot of the hitters swing over the top of it.
And a Tapper foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Came back with the off speed right there.
And that's off the plate. He did not go. 2-2.
Gary Crawford down there taking a look at Carlos. Close. He held up. Did break the wrist.
Inside. Good at bat for Pena here to take the count full. 3-2. Again, Kahn's in the bullpen for the Angels. Benoit's in the bullpen for the Rays.
That's a little throw over just in case the Rays are putting Dan Johnson in motion, which is very doubtful in this situation with Carlos at the plate. You don't want to run yourself out of an inning here.
3-2 and ball 4 inside. Back-to-back walks to Johnson and Pena. That's going to get up into the plate. Conger goes to the mound to spend some time with Herron, giving the bullpen a little more time as well. Reminder, the Mosaic Company and the Rays working together in the fight to end hunger through home runs for food. With each Rays home run this year, the Mosaic Company donates $500 to the local food banks through Feeding America Tampa Bay, Florida's leading hunger relief agency. To date, Home Runs for Food has donated $74,000 to Feeding America Tampa Bay. In the bottom of the 7th, the Rays have 2 men on with 1 out, and B.J. Upton, who does have good numbers against Herron, including a couple of home runs, but is 0 for 2 tonight, will be up here in this key situation. B.J. after the first pitch pops it foul. That's going to carry out a play. Herron, of course, started him with a cutter. To 106 pitches. And Upton pulls off that one.
Another cutter. This pitch right off the outside corner, a little dip to it.
Fouls that one. Another cutter.
That's the right idea right there. Got to go to right center with it. Pretty good gap over there in right center too. Borges now being moved. He's starting to shift way over. Now you see him at the top of your screen moving over. That's done from the dugout right there. The coaching staff moved him over.
And he takes strike 3. So for the second straight time, he's out on a fastball looking. 2 gone.
Yeah, another 4-seam fastball. That's too close to take. A little bit off the outside corner, but very close. It's one of those ones you got to foul off and try to get another pitch.
Now it's Jason Bartlett, who got the base hit in the 6th that started the Rays' little comeback to tie. The pitch sails inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Johnson at second, Pena at first. That's a strike. Fastball, 1-1.
Yeah, he doesn't go a whole lot more than this. 111 pitches. Last 2 innings, 50 pitches combined.
Down and away. And it's a 2-1 count. Two balls, 2 strikes.
That one disappeared right there on Jason. Look at that one. The bottom fell out of that one.
You talk about late break.
Yeah, that's why it's effective. That's why he can throw so many of them.
2-2 and a little tap, third base side. That's going to kick foul. The count remains 2-2.
If you've got the command, number 1, that he does, and number 2, the late movement, and you have some depth to that cutter like he does, you can throw 50 or 60 of them. And that's what he's done tonight.
Three to 1, Baltimore leading in the bottom of the 7th. Robert Andino has hit a home run.
Jason got a cutter in the 6th inning at that 3-2 cutter that was up, and he hit it sharply to center for a base hit. He'd like to see one more mistake from Dan Herron.
2-2. And a swing and a miss. That retires the side. Strikes out his 10th hitter with that cutter. The Rays lead 2. We're through 7. Tied 3-3. First 7 innings tonight, the Rays and the Angels are tied 3-3. And here's tonight's in-game box score presented by Mass Mutual as we take a look at the Angels lineup. Abreu offensively, a big night, 3 for 4. Kendrick, a couple more hits at the expense of the Rays. That's what he does. Collect hits off Rays pitching. And Hideki Matsui, who's going to lead off here, is 0 for 2 with a walk. And Joaquin Benoit on for the Rays, their third pitcher.
Who's been nothing short of outstanding. Look at that, 143 batting average against, 58th appearance, 66 strikeouts, only 10 walks.
And Matsui swings, missing the fastball, just a little piece of that one. Back into Jason's mitt.
Yeah, that got above his hands a little bit. He was looking fastball and looking to turn and hit one out of the ballpark on that swing. He's ended up having a pretty good year for the Angels after a tough start.
One ball, one strike.
He's not having a Vladdy Guerrero year, but been pretty good. I think the Angels anticipated that with Vladdy.
And a pop-up. Bartlett at shortstop waiting. He's got it. One away here in the 8th inning, and we'll check with Todd Callis. Todd?
Yeah, Dwayne, Grant Balfour got the job done in the 7th inning. He wanted to make sure we passed along the message that tomorrow he's going to be at the SPCA of Tampa Bay in Largo. It is at 9099 130th Avenue North. He's gotten 2 dogs from this SPCA in Largo, he and his wife Angie, and he's going to be there from 11 to 1. World Series jersey, all kinds of prize giveaways. Grant wanted to make sure that this is a very big cause, and he hopes to see all Rays fans out there tomorrow. Guys, back to you.
All right, here's Mike Napoli laying off the pitch, breaking down and away, 1-0. The count.
Joaquin respecting Napoli's ability to hit a fastball, a couple of sliders, but he missed with both.
This one wide again. 3-0.
He'll be swinging 3-0, Napoli for sure. Mike Socha will let him rip on a fastball. He likes it.
And a strike. 3-1.
That's just a good 3-0 pitch. That's a money pitch right there because Napoli was ready to pull the trigger.
Going to be foul and out of play. Took the cut at the fastball. And hit a power hitter's pop-up foul.
Yes, he did. He got it high enough, the pitch, I mean, that Napoli couldn't quite get to it. And we saw in the first at-bat he had tonight on Wade Davis, he hit a fastball up out of the zone and hit a rope to left field for a base hit. So he will go after that ball up there. Sometimes he can catch up with it, though, because his hands are up pretty high as they are, up above his head, so he can get that high fastball.
The 3-2, and he takes that fastball this time, and it's a little high.
Wow.
For ball 4. Wow, that's right.
I don't think he was expecting fastball, and his ball is right down the middle. Bill Cuzzy calls it high, but wow. That's letter high, right below the Angels right there. Should have been strike 3, according to the book rule.
Yep. Howie Kendrick. Always danger with him, 2 for 3.
Let's throw over there right now.
back in. We talked about how difficult the Rays have had a difficult time in getting Kendrick out. He's hitting .593 off Rays pitching and .258 against everybody else.
That's amazing. It really is. .593.
16 out of 27. There's a strike. So very big danger here in Kendrick.
Yeah, first pitch changeup too. Good pitch.
Happily on base for the second time tonight. He's walked with one out in the 8th of this tie game.
That's just to let Mike Napoli know, hey, I know you stole a base earlier. I'm not going to let you have a cheap one here. Napoli caught everybody sleeping when he stole in the second inning, and it turned out to be costly. He scored a run.
Yep, that led to the first run. An unearned run, but a big one.
And that's Mike Scioscia's game plan, too, because he'll put everybody on their own. And if a guy like Napoli they don't pay attention to, he's on his own to run.
Kendrick over that one. Bottom fell out of it.
That's the great equalizer right there. Great changeup. Great depth. Look at the bottom fall out of that. About 12 miles slower than his fastball. But it looked like a fastball because he had great arm speed. Tell you what, you might say with that, you could drop one in the dirt right here.
1-2, and he got him. He came right back with it and strikes him out. Yeah, that's the 10th strikeout for Rays pitching. The second out here in the 8th.
Yeah, here it is. This one was 84, and he did indeed drop it just about in the dirt. Ball was in off the inside corner. Look at that grip. Great shot right there on Foxmo. Looked like a fastball to the hitter. Bottom falls out.
Now Hank Conger, the young catcher up here. And he looks at a fastball to start him. Strike one.
These are the types of guys you got to be careful of, too, because we saw him all night long swinging hard in case he hits it. Those guys are dangerous, so you got to keep them honest. Maybe with him, even a good changeup.
Fastball, nothing in 2.
Well, he swung hard. He didn't hit that one. But he's going to swing hard in case he hits it. He lets it fly, this young kid. That's just a good pitch off the outside corner.
And a swing and a miss. Fastball strikes him out. Angels leave a man. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Rays and Los Angeles tied. It's a 3-3 ball game. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Benoit.
of the 8th inning. A reminder about our Autoway text poll question of the evening, brought to you by Autoway. Call 1-800-SHOP-AUTOWAY. We asked you this about the Derek Jeter hit batsman from a couple of nights ago. How do you feel about it? Do you think TB1, it was a smart baseball play for Jeter to react that way? Or TB2, do you think it lacked sportsmanship? Text your vote to 789-789. In our Rays Live postgame show, we'll have the results of our Autoway text poll question. We will hear from Joe Madden. We'll also have highlights of the Yankees and the Orioles, currently 3-1 in their game in the top half of the 8th inning. Guys, back to you.
The Angels make a pitching change. Right-hander Michael Kahn is on to replace Dan Herron. So Herron out after 7 very good innings. And the first pitch to Jaso is a fastball for a strike.
Yeah, we saw Michael Kahn on the West Coast trip not too long ago. Good arm. 19th game for him.
And the pitch to Jaso is a strike.
Good velocity right there, 93, a little bit of movement.
Upstairs, 1-2. Aaron made 115 pitches tonight before giving way. And that's foul the other way, out of play. John pitched 3 days ago, an inning against Cleveland. 14 of his last 15 appearances unscored upon. And a ground ball right side, and that's going to go through. Base hit. Jaso singles into right. So the Rays put the leadoff man on base.
I can't help but think, because I'm still thinking about the last series, I'm thinking, oh, Mark Teixeira's over there. Mark Teixeira would have eaten that ball up. And Mike Napoli had a little problem crossing over right away, little hesitation there, and that ball just did skip through.
And now Desmond Jennings will run for Jaso. The Rays put some speed on the bases.
Well, this should be a bunt situation, but Ben has been a little bit of a scuffle here the last few games. Had a tough time in the Yankees series, 0-for-3 tonight, so should be a bunt situation.
And a step back by the Angels right-hander. Yankees left a couple on in the top of the 8th. Baltimore hitting in the bottom of the 8th, leading 3-1 in their game. Zobrist takes the pitch for a strike.
Well, if you bunt, they can take the bat out of Carl Crawford's hands and face Evan Longoria and try to set up a double play, but I think we'll see what happens here now with 0-1. Doesn't look like Ben's going to bunt. It looks like Joe Maddon's going to let him swing the bat all the way. And usually when Joe let somebody do something, it seems to work out. So maybe Ben will find a hole in that right side and drive one past Napoli.
Now the bunt, first base side. They tag Zobrist, and Jennings safely up to second. So it's a sacrifice, one unassisted.
Well, I think that's the right move. I think you've got to get to run in a scoring position with Crawford and Longoria and pick your poison who you want to face, because you can't walk both of them. And what Joe Maddon did, he gave Ben Zobrist one shot at swinging at the first strike if he liked it, and after that he said, I got to get the man in the scoring position. So it worked, even though it was a pop-up. Ben got the job done.
So Jennings now the runner. And here's Crawford. Takes a pitch inside. 1 ball and no strikes.
I would expect against Carl they'll pitch around the plate a little bit, see if he'll chase.
It doesn't always have to be a strike for Crawford either.
No, it doesn't. Well, the triple wasn't a strike.
That's right.
It was a split that was up and away, and he went with it.
John threw him a breaking ball that stayed wide there. It's 2-0. Down and in. Fastball. 3 balls, no strikes.
Not a bad thing to have 2 speedsters on in front of Evan Longoria either.
Yep.
As long as he can keep it off the ground.
And Crawford takes that one a little bit of the plate, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, it was a good pitch. It did bite the corner.
3-1. Ball 4 up and away. So Crawford goes to first with Jennings already at second. Stop by your local Hess Express. Grab the 2010 race pocket schedule. It includes a $5 off coupon for a pair of lower level tickets to see the Rays Saturday night, which would be tomorrow. Mike Butcher goes to the mound, the pitching coach. The Rays have 2 on with 1 out, and Evan Longoria coming to the plate. Game tied 3-3. Rays tied it with 2 runs in the 6th inning.
You know, it's not beyond the Rays running right here either. Not early necessarily in the count. But with Jennings at second and Carl Crawford at first, the Angels definitely are going to be wary of that with 1 out. And Evan has grounded a short twice tonight. The last thing he wants to do is put one on the ground. He wants to get the ball in the air for sure. Angels have to pinch up the middle on Jennings.
Evan 0 for 3 tonight. And the pitch is a fastball up. 1 ball, no strikes.
I think Evan likes these types of guys. If he gets a 93 fastball, he doesn't mind that.
And now they have Jennings caught on the move. He's going to run down and is tagged out at third. Into second base goes Crawford. Technically a caught stealing, as Jennings is tagged out by Kayaspo.
Yeah, he was on the move. I mean, they were running 1-0. I was a little surprised they ran early because this kid, you know, hadn't thrown strikes to Carl. He's probably a little nervous to Evan. And that's the inside move. You've got to make sure in the big leagues, and that's a learning point. I'm sure Desmond Jennings will figure out. He'll learn from that.
Now they'll walk Longoria. So an intentional walk with Crawford moving into second.
Yeah, I really didn't think, Dwayne, they would run early. But definitely that was a steal all the way. He was running. It wasn't a secondary lead. He was on the fly. I thought they'd give Evan a chance to find a gap or hit one out early in the count, especially the count in his favor. Because even if you steal early, Mike Scioscia can do this, even though you got a lefty coming up. Evan's your money player, your RBI man.
So it will be Matt Joyce now.
It's kind of the other reason I don't think you run early. But Matt's more than capable. He's hit some big home runs, some big extra base hits already this year too.
0 for 3 tonight. And the first pitch is a fastball in for a strike. Two outs with Crawford at second. Longoria trailing at first. And it's high.
The other thing about that meeting on the mound, you got to understand that's what Mike Socha is one of the best at defending the running game, and that's what he's sent the message out there. These guys will run, and you can try your inside move. Told the young pitcher that.
2-1. Tried the breaking ball there. Bottom of the 8th.
I kind of like the matchup here for Matt Joyce, though.
And ball 3 down and in. Just with that fastball to run it to 3-1.
Yeah, I think right here you sit on a fastball, even if it's away. If he throws that breaking ball again, you just spit on it. Take it.
Conger out to spend some time with Kahn. Three and one with Joyce, the hitter, and Dan Johnson on deck. Three balls and a strike. Joyce pops it up, foul. That's going to come straight back and is out of play. So the count all the way out to Matt Joyce.
3-2 out. You also want to make sure he doesn't use the inside move again. And he may, just to see if he can get Carl Crawford running early too. Doubtful Carl will fall for that after just seeing it.
3-2, ball 4, and the bases are loaded. The bases are loaded, and Dan Johnson's on his way to the plate. He was the hero here on Wednesday in a 2-run home run in the 5th. And then connected again in the 7th inning of Phil Hughes. That led the Rays to a 4-3 win. Johnson, his first time up tonight, got down in the count 0-2 and hit one out. Now he's up here with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the 8th. And he takes the first pitch in there for a strike.
He dropped the slider on him first pitch. A smart call if he executes, and he did. Able to execute that slider.
Upstairs. Fastball. 1-1. Game has been tied since the 6th. We're in the bottom of the 8th. And he takes a strike. 1-2.
Just happened to get a call right there, a little bit off the outside corner.
And, strike 3 call. And that's going to retire the side. Johnson didn't react much to the second one. Called out on this one. Breaking ball. This game tied after 8. We're tied 3-3 as we go to the 9th inning tonight. Sign up at Cain's Furniture for a chance to meet one of the favorite Rays players. And if Rays pitchers combined with 10 strikeouts in a game, they have 11 tonight. Log on to CainStrikeoutContest.com. Get a coupon for a free Papa John's pizza. Get the Cain's today. Deanna Navarro, the new catcher. Dan Wheeler, the new pitcher. Brandon Wood, the hitter. And the pitch is a fastball down. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, Wade Davis works 6, Balfour 1, Benoit 1, and Wheeler on.
And on for his 57th appearance.
And a high fly ball back into deep left center, and that ball's going to go. A home run here off the bat of Brandon Wood on the second pitch here in the 9th. And it's 4-3 Angels. The 4th home run of the year for Wood.
Oh, he got it up. 1-0 fastball. Wanted to go down and away. Got it up, and Brandon Wood did miss it.
Same thing happened to Dan in the New York series with Posada. Now here's Borges, and the pitch is a strike. Borges shortened the bunt. The pitch is up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Off the plate a bit wide. 2 balls, 1 strike. And a line drive, base hit into right, and that pitch was up. So Borges is aboard. So 2 hits here in the 9th. Callaspo's due, and the Rays are going to have to go to the bullpen. Brought to you by Metro PCS, wireless for all. Trucker van. Who you going to call? Autoway. Call 1-800-SHOP-AUTOWAY. Well, the Rays find themselves down by a run in the 9th inning, 4-3. Lance Cormier comes on with a runner at first and nobody out. And he'll face the top of the order.
Well, you got a real speed guy in Peter Borges at first base, too, so the Rays have to really try to keep him close. Mike Socia will definitely make something happen in this at-bat. Borges at some point will definitely be running.
Pitch misses for a ball, 1-0. Move to first, Borges back in. Fly ball into center. Right to Upton, who makes the catch. Aspo is the first out in the 9th inning. Bobby Abreu is due, and now Madden's going to go to the bullpen again. He wants the left-hander. We'll be back in a moment. On the Rays, log on to TampaBay.com. From the diamond to the clubhouse, everywhere in between. You'll get in-depth news, stories, and scores 24 hours a day only at TampaBay.com. Randy Choate on for the Rays. Here's their third pitcher of the inning. Bobby Abreu, the hitter. Abreu 3 for 4 tonight. And Borges with good speed, the runner at first. The pitch popping away from Navarro, but no attempt to advance by Borges.
Yeah, he was already going back toward first base. Didn't have a very good secondary lead.
Two balls, no strikes. Choate was in the game Wednesday. Gave up a hit, an infield hit. Ground ball short. Bartlett, Zobrist 1, first base 2, 6-4-3. The Rays get out of that, but they give up the run on the home run by Brandon Wood. On the checkers double, they get the double play. Bottom of the ninth coming, 4-3 Los Angeles. Rodney is going to be the new pitcher. The third of the night.
Yeah, Fernando with 21 holes. He's now closing because Ryan Fuentes was moved over to the Minnesota Twins. Of course, Rodney closed for the Tigers last year. Got a big fastball, about 94, 95. He's got a very good changeup. Does get wild, though.
Reggie Willits in the game at left, replacing Abreu for defense. And the Rays will have Carlos Pena to lead off, Upton to follow, and then Bartlett. They need a run to keep it going. Alex Rodriguez hit a 3-run homer in the ninth inning to give New York a 4-3 lead at Baltimore. And here's Carlos Pena. The pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. Shift is on for the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim against Pena. As you saw, 2 for 2. Lifetime against Rodney. And he takes that one down and away.
There's that changeup by Rodney right there. Carlos didn't bite on that.
2 balls, no strikes.
You know he's looking for one zone, one pitch to try to tie this game up. Get the count to do it.
And there's ball 3.
That was close, but Carlos is looking. He's not only looking for a fastball, he's looking for his zone. Hit it out. The ball was off the outside corner.
And that's a strike. 3-1. Bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss, a big cut at the fastball. That runs it to 3-2.
Yeah, that was up a little bit. Carlos asking if that was a strike, but Phil Covey said that was out of the zone.
3-2 now. And strike 3 call. He came back with the off speed to get Pena looking.
Yeah, that's that good changeup, and he happened to throw it right over the heart of the plate. Look at that, right down the middle. Good arm speed on it.
Now B.J. Upton. Fastball right by him, strike one.
That was some gas, 98 right there.
It's up a bit. Hard stuff again, 1-1. Foul ball off BJ's foot. Takes the count to 1-2. Two and two. Aaron 7, Con 1, and now Rodney. The 2-2. Ball 3 inside.
How about that 99? He is just letting it fly. Definitely off the inside corner, too.
And there is ball 4. He humped up and missed on that one. So a walk to Upton. So the Rays have some speed at first with 1 out. And now Bartlett's going to be lifted for Brad Hopp. And Butcher heads to the mound in this 1-on-1-out situation.
Well, this will be a little conversation about two things. One is a little scouting report on Brad Hopp for Rodney, and also about B.J. Upton. Because if they give him any chance, of course, B.J. will still sit second base here.
Just a reminder on the next Inside the Rays coming up after our coverage here. We'll meet several of the Rays' newest players who are expected to have an impact on the team in the coming years. Some of the young major leaguers. Inside the Rays, Fans' Choice right here on Sun Sports. So with Upton at first base and 1 out in the bottom of the 9th, Brad Hopp will pinch hit. The pitch is down. Hopp getting his first look at Fernando Rodney.
Saw a quick move right there by Rodney, too. I'm sure Mike Butcher said exactly that. Got to go quick to the plate. B.J. Upton at first base.
And the pitch taken for a strike. 1-1. Reed Brignac has moved into the on-deck circle. And that's a strike. Southfield Cuzzy, fastball. Catching the corner and the zone.
There's a 96 fastball right there. He just ran back and throwing. It did run back over the inside part of the plate for a strike. He's got a chance to throw that changeup if he wants.
The 1-2, and that came in too close.
You can't really look for an 83 changeup when he's throwing 98. Not like he's really trying to spot the ball. He's just letting it fly.
There goes Upton. The pitch is pop foul. That's going to be out of play. So Upton will return to first.
Great jump by BJ. Had it stolen for sure, but with 2 strikes, Hop has to protect. In fact, BJ actually broke before Rodney even went toward home.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a foul tip strikeout. Hop out on strikes on the fastball up.
That's all it is. I mean, Rodney's barely even looking at home plate. He's just letting it fly. Foul tipped right into the glove of the young catcher. Gonger, he makes the play.
Well, Reed Brignac will now pinch hit for Navarro, who was in the leadoff spot after Jaso was lifted for the pinch runner, Jennings. Reed here against the hard-throwing right-hander. Swings, and it's a little looper into left, and there's a base hit. That will move Upton into second base. So a pinch hit, base hit for Brignac.
No need to waste any time when you know you're going to see something 97, 98 miles an hour. Right down the middle. Just sliced it right over between the shortstop and the third baseman. Wood and Gallasco into left field. Give Ben Zobrist a shot at it.
Well, Ben Zobrist, who sacrificed his last time, up here looking for his first hit of the night. And he fouls one, a fastball foul the other way. Strike one. Up and walk. Brignac is single. 2 men on with 2 men out. And a little number, third base side. Teoscar scoops. Throw to first. This game is over. And the Rays have dropped the first game of the series 4-3. The Angels get a run in the ninth on the home run by Wood. Kahn will pick up his first big league victory. He is 1-0. Wheeler, the loser, now 2-4. And Rodney picks up his 11th save.
That was a nice play, too, by Gallasco. He was not playing shallow. He gets bent by a full stride. On a swinging bunt.
Fans join us on the field in just a few minutes.
So the Angels win the first game of this 3-game series. It's a 4-3 final as we take a look at the Miller Lite Taste Greatness moment. The game decider came on the second pitch in the top of the 9th inning when Brandon Wood hit his 4th home run of the year. And that turns out to be the difference in this one. As the Rays drop this game, the Yankees have just won their game, and so the Rays will fall a half game back of New York in this hotly contested American League East. It's a 4-3 final. Same two teams tomorrow night. We'll be with you again Sunday afternoon on Sun Sports in high definition for the wrap-up game of the homestand. Now for Kevin Kennedy and Todd Callis and Brian Anderson, Dwayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, if not the outcome. Rays Live, the post game is coming up next. We'll see you there, 4-3 Los Angeles.